There's a reset brewing in Kabul between two bitter battlefield enemies, the Taliban and the United States. There's a lot of buzz around President Trump's approach. He doesn't brand regimes as enemies or friends. He simply sees a transaction. And looks like that approach may benefit the Taliban. Because reports say the US is thinking about reopening its Kabul embassy. If true, this would be massive. Like most countries, the US shut its Afghan embassy in 2021. That's when the Taliban captured power in Kabul. And since then, only a few have reopened. The likes of Pakistan, Russia, India, China and Iran. But looks like Trump wants to do the same. And it's not an isolated move. It's part of a larger shift by the US government. Last week, an American delegation traveled to Kabul. It was led by Adam Bowler. He's a hostage negotiator at the White House. Also part of the team was Zalmay Khalilzad. He served as Trump's Afghan envoy in the first term. After 2021, he slipped into the shadows, but now he's back. Khalilzad and Bowler secured the release of an American jailed in Afghanistan. The US called it a constructive step, sort of like a goodwill measure. And what did the Taliban get in return? Perhaps some bounty relief. The Taliban's interior minister is Sirajuddin Haqqani. He heads the dreaded Haqqani network. It's a terror group / faction of the Taliban. Until recently, the US had a bounty for Haqqani, $10 million in exchange for a tip-off. But Kabul says that bounty has been lifted. The State Department website does not list it anymore, but the FBI website still does. So there's some confusion. Nonetheless, it's important. The Taliban clearly see an opening here, because they have dealt with Donald Trump before. In 2020, he negotiated America's withdrawal from Afghanistan. He also set the August 2021 deadline. That deal and that deadline led to the Taliban's comeback in Kabul. So Donald Trump is a known entity for them. Someone who does not look at ideals or values. Instead, he looks at strategy. It is the perfect chance for the Taliban to make inroads, to reduce their isolation. But what's in it for the US president? Mainly two things. One, a bulwark against the Islamic State. The US is betting that the Taliban will contain the terror threat. It's like asking the thief to guard the treasure. But Trump is risking it anyway. That is one thing. Second, to protect against Chinese advances. Beijing has built close ties to the Taliban. Last year, they recognized the group's ambassador to Beijing, the first ever country to do so, to recognize the Taliban ambassador. China is also eyeing Afghanistan's resources. They're valued at almost $1 trillion. This includes 1.4 million tons of rare earth minerals. In Afghanistan, 1.4 million tons, like lithium used for batteries. China is keen to mine and process these rare earths, and Donald Trump does not want to be left behind. I mean, he's mining Ukraine in the middle of a war, so I'm sure Afghanistan is not a problem for him. This engagement also has ramifications for the region, especially for Pakistan. Islamabad is trying to convince Trump that the Taliban are terror sponsors. And what does Trump do? Move closer to the very same Taliban. It's very different from the 1980s and the 1990s. Back then, Pakistan was the middleman between Washington and Kabul, but Trump wants to deal directly. And what about India? How does this outreach affect India? Well, New Delhi has been deploying the same logic. It has not embraced the Taliban regime, but it has accepted the ground reality in Afghanistan. Today, the Indian embassy is operational in Kabul. We do not have a full-fledged diplomatic team, but we do have a technical one. Beyond that, it's hard to draw conclusions. A stable Afghanistan is certainly in India's interest, but a powerful Taliban, perhaps not. We'll have to wait and see how far Trump goes, whether these small moves amount to a big reset.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Alternative to this.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.